Welcome Jabalali. In this video we are going to be making a simple stop frame animation in Google Slides. So I'm in Google Slides here, and the first thing I'm going to do is change my layout to be a blank layout. So I tap on layout and go down to change it to blank. And also I'm going to do an animation of the sun and clouds as an example. So I'm going to change my background to blue. So I change my background here, changing it to blue. And I'm going to add some clouds and a sun. So I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go to shape, and I'm going to add a circle. That is going to be my sun, so I'm going to put that up here, and of course we're going to color it yellow. So go to my fill color and change to yellow. Next I'm going to add a couple of clouds. I'm going to go to my insert again, go down to shapes, and we're looking for the cloud shape, which is here. So I'm going to put a cloud shape on there. Don't want it to be yellow, so I'm going to the fill color and change it to white, and I'm going to duplicate my first cloud. I'll do that by clicking on edit, copy, and edit, paste. You could have done Control C and Control V on your keyboard if you wanted, and I'm just going to shrink one of those clouds down a bit. So there's my two clouds, and they are ready to pass in front of my sun. Okay, so now that's my first frame. So now I'm going to add a second frame. I'm going to duplicate my first by right clicking on my first frame in the frame sorter or the slide sorter, and I'm going to go to duplicate side, and there you go, I get an exact copy. So on my second copy I'm going to click and move my sun a small amount. Now I want to move both of my clouds together. So what I'm doing here, I'm just what we're calling lassoing. So I'm clicking, holding and dragging. As long as I touch both, I will select them both, and I'm going to move them a small amount. Remember, move your items a small distance, and that way it will look a lot smoother when you animate it. Okay, so that's my second slide or second frame. I'm going to duplicate my second frame. So there's my duplicate. I get my third copy. I'm going to move my sun, select both my clouds, move them a small amount, and I'm going to continue doing that, duplicating and moving just small amounts. Okay, Jubilee, as you can see, I've stopped at 11 slides or 11 frames. I'm sure you will add more and make your animation a lot more complicated than mine. But now I'm going to show you how to turn your Google slide into an animation. At the moment you've just got a number of frames and they're not really doing much. So what we need to do is we need to do this. When you click on File, and then we go down to Publish to Web. Okay, so click on there and it will give you a number of settings. It will ask you to auto advance your slides. At the moment it says every 3 seconds. Now we want to change that to the quickest, which is every second. So that's basically the speed that each of your frames are displayed for. Next, it asks you to start the slideshow as soon as the player loads. We also want to tick the box there, and if you want your animation to keep looping, you need to click here to restart the slideshow after the last slide. So I'm going to click and tick there. Once you've done all that, you click on Publish, and then it will ask you if you want to publish selection. You click on OK, and then you will get a link to copy, and you see here it says press Ctrl C to copy, and you do exactly that. Hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, press C, then open a new tab in your browser, click in the search bar, and then hold down Ctrl on your keyboard, and while you're doing that, press V once, and that will paste your link. Press enter, return key, and you should see your animation. And there you go. As you can see, my frames are changing every second, and my sun and clouds are moving across the screen. And there you go, it restarts again and loops. So it was only 11 frames, so it could look better if I added more frames and made it a little bit more complicated. Try that and see how you get on, Year 4. Take care, see you soon.